What's going on YouTube? This is your Asian Sensation here with a quick little underrated, under the radar games special. This is Styx, Master of Shadows by Cyanide Studios and Focus Interactive. They made Of Orcs and Men, if you're not familiar with them. A Game of Thrones game, a couple of other RPGs that kind of went under and didn't do as well. But Of Orcs and Men is one of their more familiar ones, I think most people might know. I can't remember off the top of my head a few others, but I wanted to do this in a different format because it's a new release of a game, and I feel like it doesn't have as much hype as it should considering the release. There's not really that much publicity about it. And I personally think this game is really awesome. I've got quite far into it, so I'm just going to load a save that's fairly early on, so there's no spoilers if you are interested in this game. So, one of the things I want to go over first with the overview and the story, and I'll leave an annotation that will lead straight to gameplay if you want to skip to that. You play as Styx. This is an assassin stealth game. This game is hard. This is nothing like Assassin's Creed where you can just fight your way through combat if you get, spotted or anything like that. The combat is very difficult. Oftentimes you will get overwhelmed and you will die. So it's more often than not you want to avoid being seen and spotted as possible. You don't play as your average human, stalwart hero that you would imagine in these types of games. It sort of falls along the same universe as Of Orcs and Men, and you play as Styx, a goblin assassin, which is very badass, I might add. He looks pretty damn cool. And in this universe, the humans are oppressive and they are bad. Sort of. There are some that are good and stuff like that, but basically you're playing as the people that you would normally assume are the bad guys and the ones that you would kill. And might I add, the soundtrack is superb and awesome, so I'll just let you listen to that now. And there you go. There's a little bit of the music and everything. I think it's pretty good. They do a pretty good job. Or it's not substantially stellar music or anything like that, but I think it fits rather well, and the soundtrack is actually really, really quite good. So let's get into the game here. So we're gonna load. Let's do this one. Okay, so when we first get into the game, you'll notice this is Styx. And you are, like I said, a goblin. Now, this is your hideout. This is sort of like your hub area that you get right after the first mission in the game. Now, this is where you can collect relics. I will go into more detail about that later. They're sort of like trophies. They can start your mission, you can replay missions, you can do skills and upgrade system in this game, as well as speak to various important NPCs and stuff like that, and restock and supply on health vials and amber. So, yeah. So, here it is. Here's the replay mission and everything like that. And graphics-wise, it's, it's pretty good. It's not exactly stellar. It's no Fox Engine, Metal Gear Solid, something new for next gen, but it still holds up fairly well, and the art style is rather nice. It's a much bigger improvement than their Of Orcs and Men, because if you remember Styx in Of Orcs and Men, there's a fly buzzing around me, sorry. It wasn't very detailed. And Of Orcs and Men was a very pseudo Dragon Age Origins tactical game, so it was different. Alright, so let me go over the overview of a few things that you can do in your hideout. So, you play as Styx, and the voice acting and certain character models are a little bit shit, like this guy right here, but overall they do a pretty good job with the lip syncing on Styx himself, but the other actors and everything, it's hit or miss. Now, skills. There are several different skill trees you can choose from. Predator mode or Predator skill tree is not unlocked yet. So stealth, agility, cloning, which is special to this game and to Styx himself, amber vision, equipment, and killing, of course. And you get a certain amount of skill points. Like I think 110 or 90 in one mission, and that's sort of incentive to go back and replay missions, because if you can do it without killing someone, it'll give you points. If you can do it without getting alerts, it'll give you points. And there's all these little coins that you collect. It's definitely good for the completionists out there, and also good for people that just, don't need everything, so you can go back and replay and just build up more points as you go along. So in this specific save file, I only have a few in stealth for light footsteps, sixth sense, rapid recovery, and stuff like that. Agility is more like you're dodging when you're in dueling stance, which I'll show you later. Cloning is a special ability that Styx has. Amber vision, sort of like your special assassin vision, like all these games usually have. Equipment, killing, and other things. Killing is you want to invest in fairly early if you plan on killing a lot of people, because you need cover kill, aerial kills, and hanging kills, because you can't get those. You can't just do those right off the bat. If you're hiding behind cover, you don't have the ability to just jump out and stab them, which is a little bit odd, but it adds to the difficulty and how your playstyle is. So, let's go and start a mission, shall we? And we'll talk about the rest of this game and how it controls and everything like that. Yes. Okay, so here we are. This is the Styx world, basically. So, first things first, you're the realist? No. You are... So first things first, it's not open world. It is sort of zone by zone based, so mission by mission, stuff like that. Which isn't completely a bad thing, because this game doesn't necessarily hold your hand in terms of how to do things and where to go and what to do. So even though it is an open world, it still gives you a lot of options in terms of the mission itself. So first we're going to give you an overview. It will mark the main general direction of what you're supposed to be doing in that mission. So obviously you can see embassy 160 meters over there. So somehow you're going to have to find your way over there without being seen, caught, or killed. So that leads me to the next thing, which is their mission map, skills, and relics. So this is it. There's no objective marker on where you are located. There's no objective marker on where the what you're trying to do is located. This is the map. Now, at first that kind of bothered me, but then I started to get used to it and really enjoy the fact that it didn't hold your hand. It was like, okay, you would have to read the map like you were an assassin. Assassins don't have a constant ping on the map saying, okay, this is where I am, this is where I am when I'm here, this is where I am when I'm there. You have to sort of use your surroundings, open your map, look at where these key landmarks are. So, okay, the airship's that way, so where am I in relative to the airship? Obviously, there's an entrance down below that you can see, so you could say, okay, this is where I start, these are where the statues are, this is where the giant trebuchet-looking thing is, and stuff like that. So I thought that was really cool the more I got used to it. Again, skills. Now, the relic system. Each mission will have one relic, if I remember correctly. Yeah, each mission should only have one relic. Relics are the trophies that you can put in your hideout and admire them and, see how cool you are as a thief and assassin and stuff like that. So this will tell you clues as to where the relic is located and what you can do to get them. So this one is, I can see the relic on a certain bridge with a barrel on it, with these braziers, and I could see if I use amber vision, or I could just see it from across the bridge into this tunnel with this giant pillar thing. So you can use that as you're traveling around to try and find it. So, okay, I see a few bridges on this map, maybe not, I'll have to go and check. And you can use that to try and find the secret relic. Now, relics are collectibles. They're supposed to be, quite a challenge to get. They shouldn't be there to hold your hand and say, hey, here's a relic. So that's pretty cool. I quite enjoy that. Now, in terms of gameplay, the controls are very smooth. Sometimes when you're jumping, let me try and show you. When you're jumping, it's very floaty, right? You can go pretty much almost anywhere. Now, when you're jumping on certain ledges like this, it'll give you like a little indication as to, oh, you can jump to this, from this ledge to this ledge to this ledge. So it'll sort of suck you in, Assassin's Creed style, to that ledge. However, it's not as strict as Assassin's Creed. Like, you can easily jump, and I haven't pointed this direction. I didn't point it, far enough. So you have to control a little bit more than certain other games that do stealth. It won't just suck you into certain ledges, unless it has an indicator, which can get a little bit fiddly sometimes, but you just have to get used to it. It's not entirely bad. Other than that, the controls are pretty solid. Now, the sneaking mechanics. Notice how Styx has this amber sort of tattoo and burned on his arm. If I can get it, yeah. The more that's glowing brightly, the more that means you're in the shadows. When you're in the light, it disappears. You can easily be seen in the light. The AI has, it's sort of, the intelligence is a little bit weird. This is only one of the minor down things in this game. I can't quite get a grip on the intelligence. Sometimes they'll be like right around the corner right here, and if you're in complete darkness, they won't see you, even though like this is fairly bright. But if you're right here, the guy could spot you from like miles down the bridge thing just because you're in the light, which makes sense, and it is a challenge, so I quite like that. Now, oh, I've been talking a lot. Sorry about this. There's just a lot of information to try and convey. Now, that was Amber Vision. This lets you see where things are to hide, certain treasures and collectibles, certain coins and enemies that you've last spotted, and stuff like that. You can upgrade this to see where the enemies are facing if you can't see them clearly, and where collectibles are on the map. I do not have that upgraded on this character as for right now. So this was a spot in Amber Vision that you can hide. Pretty cool. Now, since you're a goblin, you can hide in certain areas like that because you're small. So we're going to try and get over there and try and find the relic in this mission. And I will try and explain everything and show you different ways. Now, the cool thing about this is, so I open my map. Okay, there's the airship. So I see where the bridge is, I see where the airship is, and I see where I have to go. Now, the cool thing about this is I could skip this entire place. I could just skip all the guards. I could sneak past everyone and just completely bypass every one of these guards, not kill a single person, not be seen, and just go to the objective, which is great. That is fantastic in a stealth game. Or I could go the complete opposite way, like so, and push this guy off, to silence him completely, so we don't have to worry about him. So if you want the complete shadow, I guess, ghost, perfectionist route, then you're going to, not want to kill anyone, because there's points in that, and not be seen or alerted at all. So that's why there's a replay mission, and for those completionists out there that want to do this. Let's see. Okay, that guy's sleeping. So there's several ways to dispatch enemies, if I can get close enough to... Oh. Okay. I want to make sure that I'm crouched. Standing, crouched, so you minimize the amount of being seen. See his patrol patterns, and you don't want to roll or jump around or do anything that will cause noise around people that are sleeping like this, because they will hear you. Now, because I've already killed one person, we're gonna muffle this guy and hopefully, yeah, carry the body. Oh, see, I was already seen. All right, it's a good chance to show you the dueling system. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, I died. I sort of fucked up. Now, this is my one last little gripe about this game. A little less safe. Okay. That's my one little gripe about this game. If you're trying to run away from an enemy, sometimes you will get pulled into the dueling system. Now, I think they designed this that way because... Oh, God, he's throwing up over there. Fucking hungover or what? Jesus, man. I'm pretty sure they designed this way because of the fact that you're a goblin. You're not going to go up gung-ho with your blades and, throwing knives and just take on the entire human army. You're delicate, you're weak, you've got to plan out your tactics. So, when you enter into combat... If I get spotted by this guy, I know he'll alert the other guard, so I have to push this guy. So, we're going to push him off. So when you get into combat, you're going to go into that dueling mode. And the only thing you can do is parry and attack. You want to time your parries just perfectly so you basically... You know what? We're going to do this. So you basically... Hold on. Yeah, okay. So you deflect their or riposte their weapon swing. And certain enemies, certain stronger enemies, you have to parry a certain amount of times. And certain other enemies, you can only parry like once and they're dead. So let's try and not screw this up. So we're going to attract this guy. Oh, he saw him. All right. Now stand up. I'm right here. All right, there he is. Okay, now. Okay, so put me in a comment. Like that. See, combat's still very difficult. I sort of fucked up the timing on that. But that shows you a little bit of the combat system. Let me see if I could do it again this time, but perfectly, because I keep fucking it up. Because in duels, it's difficult, and all you can do is parry, and then you get the kill. So it's usually 2 or 3 parries per enemy. So let me just get this guy. There's a fly over here. There. See? This guy only took 1. Then you kill him. But again, this killing like this is loud, and it will attract other guards. Luckily, this guy was just far enough away. And we're just gonna, like, drop the body off the ledge, because guards will investigate dead bodies and everything like normal stealth games and have patterns like that. So, because I don't want to deal with the knight, we're going to switch to this. Kill that guy. Actually, that was probably not necessary. Kill that guy. You only have 2 throwing knives. That was it for the rest of the mission. So, you might have seen that it had 2 throwing knives. Oh, that's a little bit OP. Well, now I don't have throwing knives anymore. So I have to either pickpocket them off an enemy, or find them around the level. Which, again, is rather difficult and sometimes scarce. So that's why you have to sort of plan everything out. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Oh. Oh, okay. Fuck that up. Forgot about the brazier. Ooh. Crouch. Oh. Gold coin for me. Okay, so there's 2 guys working. Alright, that's good for me. So, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna try and muffle kill this guy. So this is basically how you want to play this game. You want to avoid combat if at all possible, like all combat. You want to try and stick to the shadows and be what you're supposed to be, a goblin assassin. And do what you do best, which is take them by surprise. Now, how am I going to get around? I believe I can get up there. Ah, yes. Okay, so normally, oh, it's full. Normally you can hide in baskets and barrels because you're small enough. Or in this, but there's a body in there. But we're going to try and get up that way. Yes, okay, there we go. So we're going to sneak around here. Oh, amber. Oh, I'm full of health files. Okay. Oh, what the heck? What? Anyway. So, let me get up here and let me show you a little bit of the special powers that are unique to Styx himself because of his amber fix. Oh, and he already saw me. Wow. See, like I said, the NPCs have quite the range. It is difficult. So, with amber, which is the yellow bar down below, amber vision will only take up a certain amount temporarily. You can switch it on and off and it'll slowly regen. Then you can turn completely invisible, which will take up a significant amount of amber and won't regen all the way because it's fairly OP. Let's just roll over here. And then finally, the clone. The clone, yeah, you just kind of hack up a disgusting mutated version of yourself, which is absolutely gross. Then you control your clone. Now, clones can squeeze into certain areas that you can normally not squeeze into. They can distract enemies for you. They can even, stun enemies so you can go up and kill them. Certain things like that. Or explode into a smoke bomb and stuff like that. So it's quite vital to have a clone if you seem to be in a pinch. Oh, he has throwing knives on him. And so I'm just going to stand up. So there you go. You can use clones to distract or do anything like that, but like I said, I don't have many skill points in the clones, so they didn't really do anything at the moment. But that was one unique thing. So they can go and open levers on, say, an iron gate that you can't get through, or explode, or, distract an enemy into a puff of smoke and stuff like that. If you don't destroy the clone yourself and it gets killed, it will use up amber. So we're just gonna... Whoops, that's roll. We're just gonna refill. And here we go. Alright, so now let's try and get to certain parts of the mission here. Okay, so I can go this way, or I can go... Oh, it's braced. Okay. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, no, yeah. I remember what we're gonna do. Right. Let's see if... Yep, okay. Good. Oh. Am I gonna make it? Yes. Okay. Okay, see? That's the notification I talk about. Jump over. Now I am going to be in full view of everyone if someone is patrolling. Oh my god. And I totally fucked up because I should have seen... Oh, there we go. That's what I said about the controls being a little bit fiddly. Thankfully, there are no archers around to be alerted. Oh, except for that one. Thank God he wasn't around to see me. Shit. But yeah, archers will shoot you and stuff like that. So you have to be fairly careful on what you do and who sees you. So thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Oh, and we're going to do this. Okay, there's one there. Okay, actually, let's just see what their patterns are first before we do anything. Okay, yeah, he's gonna come up to the ledge. Now, this is where corner kills and stuff would have been useful had I have it upgraded. However, I don't, so I'm just gonna sit here and chill out, even though he could totally probably see me from right there. Well, no, yeah, he should be able to see me, but, can't be completely smart with the game mechanics. Pick that up. Go over here. Stealth kill this guy. We're gonna pick up the body because I don't want to be seen. We're gonna put him over here. And we're good to go now. Now we want to get up there. But how do we go about doing that? Yeah, there's nothing to climb on. So we're gonna have to jump back. Yes. Ooh, this game is scary sometimes with that climbing shit. There we go. Hang on. And jump. Find the barrel really quick. Okay, nothing around. Ah, that, I believe, is one of the... No. It's not. Okay, I'm going to try and get to the top of that wheel, because if that should be one of the wheels that I can unfasten and use to distract guards or kill guards if they happen to be underneath it. So, let's quickly go over here. Kill this guy. Oh, no. Yeah, no, he's going to see me. Alright, we're gonna have to take this and go. Yeah, we're gonna have to take this and go. Yep. Oh, and I took fall damage. Oh, man. Okay, we're back here. That's what I said about the controls being floaty. If you go over a ledge, you will most likely fall off the ledge. Like, you won't automatically hang. It's really weird sometimes. I don't know what I can do to fix that. I don't know if there's a button I should be holding to just make sure that I automatically flip over the ledge and hang instead of completely jump off, but that's generally what happens. I'm just gonna loud kill this guy because it's too far away. Okay. And we are going to just... Oh no, look at your friend. There's that. Those guards on the other side can't see me if they decide to investigate any closer, but thankfully they're a little bit stupid. So we're gonna head over here, jump up. Silence this guy. Now I have a throwing dagger, so I should be able to... Basically what I want to do is find some sort of chandelier or something to unfasten so I can throw it on enemies. And I can't do that with this one. I think that's just for design purposes. For this one specifically. Oh, okay. Get the relic. Go back this way. Alright, we're gonna try and redo this. By the way, this is only on normal difficulty, so if you think I'm playing on a higher difficulty, that's why the enemies hit so hard or I take so much fall damage. It's only normal. And another thing, if I can find something to hit, I believe this basket will do. No, it won't. Okay. Ooh, I don't know how I got past that, but shit. Now, there's one certain mechanic I want to explain with regards to trying to do this stealthily. There will be certain loose objects, say a cup on a ledge over here, or baskets or brooms that are just kind of lying around. If you happen to hit them, and sometimes the game will just think that you tapping it is a full-on kick of the object, it will alert everyone around you because it's noise. And so there are these certain objects that you just have to just be very careful with when trying to sneak around, because you will alert all sorts of enemies. Let's get this. Oh, I tried to land on the wall. That's really lame. Let's try a different route for a little bit, and then I'm pretty sure I've shown you all the mechanics that you need to know about this game. Now, these braziers you can't exactly put out, but there are certain torches that you can put out with sand. You have balls of sand that you use to throw at the torches to put them out. So that's pretty cool and pretty unique. Now we're gonna do this. We're just gonna try to avoid everyone this time. And that's not possible because that fucker saw me. So we're gonna run away. Hide here for a little bit. Okay. He's on low alert. He won't do anything. We're gonna go... actually, we're gonna do this. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, thank god. Alright, here we go. Benefits of being sneaky. I thought there was a ledge I could hook onto over there, but there isn't. So there's one over here. Full on that. That's fine. Now, sometimes when you are sort of sneaking around and taking out torches and stuff, the guards will come over and investigate. Ooh, I almost did it again. And they will relight the torches because they're in an area that's dark and that shouldn't have a torch that is unlit. So that adds a whole nother level of dynamic guard patrol to this sort of game. So, you didn't hear anything. Please go away. You know what? For the sake of showing you... Yeah, get fucked. For the sake of showing you this, look. Oh no. Oh wow. That guy lived. I thought he was just under it. So there. Distracts all the guards, everyone around. They're wondering what's going on. Holy crap. And this gives you a good opportunity to do whatever you want in the room. Now, I don't remember this level at all, because I sort of binge played through this one night, and now I don't remember how to get over there, so... But yeah, that's the majority of what you need to know about Styx, Master of Shadows. It's a difficult game. It's actually quite refreshing in the sort of genre of stealth assassin games and the amount of Assassin's Creed games there are and stuff like that. This and Shadow of Mordor is really refreshing. Even though Shadow of Mordor is a little bit more adventurous because you have all these powers and you can, well, this has powers too, but you can pretty much go hack and slash if you want to. This one encourages you to not be seen ever. It's a bit like... the name escapes me right now. There's this side-scrolling ninja game that was really good that I loved as well. Mark of the Ninja. And that game you could pretty much try and fight, but you would be killed. So this is a similar fashion. It's very difficult, but so rewarding if you can pull off the sneaking and the stealth kills and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. And doing a playthrough on Goblin difficulty where a single melee hit or an arrow will mortally wound you or fatally wound you almost isn't too far off for certain people that love stealth games. So it encourages you to never be seen by even archers, because archers will take you off almost in 2 hits of their bolts. And they're very accurate in this game, extremely accurate. So the AI has its ups and its downs. The gameplay is pretty awesome. The aesthetic and the voice acting, like I said, is cool. Styx is such a cool character. You like sort of try and tell your tale of how you want to get the amber and the world tree and what's become of it and stuff like that. And you see his side of the story. He's just this greedy person that, you know, wants this stuff. And then you sort of see what the amber has done to him and things from his past. And his voice actor is great. Whoever plays Styx is spot on. It's just how I imagine this goblin would sound. He's really cool. He's crass. He doesn't care. He's just awesome. He's a really cool character. I highly recommend this game. Styx, Master of Shadows, for a special Under the Radar edition. Different from my general format of like history and stuff like that of the company. Thankfully this one hasn't, you know, done horrible in this game. I want this game to do extremely well because I see potential in this, you know, for maybe a Styx Master of Shadows 2 or something more along the lines of this universe, because it's unique. It's not every day you get to play as someone you would see as the villain. Normally we would be playing as the tall, you know, human assassin or the elf or something like that, like Talion, a Talion figure, even though I love Shadow of Mordor, or the Assassin's Creed figures and stuff like that. So this is quite refreshing, and maybe they'll implement a bigger open world setting in the future. But given the sort of city that this is set in, it's just this walls upon walls upon walls of this human city that looks amazing. Even in the distance, it looks so cool. It sort of fits the fact that you're like hiding in the sewers of this very city, and your various missions take you to the different parts of this massive city trying to get to the world tree. And it's really cool, and it's so expansive. You can do whatever you want. You can go about the mission however you want. There's no hand holding. There's maybe a little bit of guidance, but it's not so much where it's, say, like a Call of Duty single player where it's just, oh, you have to go this way, and no matter what, you have to go this way. I can do whatever I want. Like you saw, I skipped the first few guys and killed these 2 guys. I could skip the entire level if I wanted to without being seen. I could use powers, I could use clones, I could do whatever you could do with the kit that you're given in this game to accomplish how you want to play your style of Goblin Assassin. So, I hope you check this out. It's really cheap. There's even a sale going on Steam. I think it's like 20% off, so it's only like $30. So now it's, I think it's 20% off. It might be like $25, $20 right now. Ooh, maybe not that low. But it's around the 40 to 35 range, I want to say, or $30 range right now on Steam, and it's well worth it right now. The story it's not 100 million hours of gameplay for a vast RPG, but it's got great RPG elements, and I think it's well worth the money. So you should definitely check it out. It's very underrated, and I hope this does really well. So this has been your Agent Sensation here with another Under the Radar Styx Master of Shadows. If you like what you saw and you enjoyed my commentary, I check out my Under the Radar list. I list all sorts of games that should have done well in the past, or like this, should be doing well now, and they're completely underrated, and I hope they bring them back in a great way. So I go over plenty of games like that. I also do Dark Souls 2 content, so if you like Dark Souls 2, I do a lot of that, and Bloodborne in the future. Check out my channel. Dark Souls 2 mods coming up. I do showcase. I do a lot of showcase lore videos and stuff right now, and revamping the old ones, and then a whole lot of other gameplay videos in the future, including playthroughs and stuff like that. So, hit subscribe, like the comment if you like, comment down below if you enjoyed the game, if you like it, if you like what you saw. Any thoughts, comments, or concerns, put them down below. I'll be sure to answer them, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!